All right, guys. So next day, it's cold out. But I started without you guys. Ripped the grill out. I need to roll underneath it to get down in here where the crash sensors are. Right here is one, and the other one is over here. I haven't started on the ignition switch yet, which I might go to next. I don't know. Front bumper was really loose. That's just the way they are. There's no way to stiffen it up. It's got a clip over here that busted when I took it off, and 3 bolts, well, 2 bolts and a push pin right here, and that's all that holds this up here. So it's a little floppy. I'm sure there's probably supposed to be a skid plate or something underneath. I'm trying to feel if there's holes. I can't tell. I can't tell from up here anyway if there's something that's supposed to hold it down here. Like there's a hole. I'm wondering if there's a hole too. There's push pins missing. I think they're supposed to be in it holding this up. So I'll have to mess with that. There's a hole here. Hole here. Is there a hole in here? No. So I have extra push pins, and when we put this back together, I'll try to get some up in there. That's probably what holds that stiff. But yeah, not worried about the body work today. Today I want to get the mechanicals sorted out. So we're gonna run out tonight. I already ordered the ignition lock cylinder. I gotta run to Altoona to go get it. But since I'm going to Altoona and they have 10 of these at Johnny's, I know I should just pull all these parts. I don't want to do it today. I don't want to run my truck up there. Till I get everything done, I'm not going to have a lot of time in the day, and I don't want to rush taking all these doors and stuff off, even though they look pretty simple to do. And I want to look around up there and just see what they have. So, but the crash sensors, I can roll underneath one and pull them out, or pull the bumper off. It's pretty simple, actually. You just pull the grill out. It's all pins that hold it in. Pop it out, and then you have to take the clips off, these couple bolts, bumper comes off, and then I'm sure you're gonna have to take the rebar off to get to the back side of it to get to those sensors. Unless I can get to them from behind, but that's something I'm gonna worry about later. I want to go to Harbor Freight. I want to get myself a creeper. Since I'm on the concrete, I can use the creeper. We're gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start on that lock cylinder. Disconnect your battery when you do it, because you have to have it in the start position to pull it out. So disconnect your battery so you don't start your vehicle. Oh yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, 20% off. I got myself a jumper pack from Harbor Freight. I don't know if these things are junk, but it's better than what I have now, which is nothing. So I got it. Hey, I'm trying to video here. Why are you being all needy this morning? She said, I want to be on YouTube too. But I should have got the 2-year warranty. I got the 1 year. It says they'll replace it no matter what. They say you drop it off the back of a truck, they'll replace it. So I just got this one. The other one had like an air compressor. I don't need that. But I wanted to, I don't know. I'm going to get a good, you know, year of use out of this thing, and that year transfers over to all the other ones you get too. So if I damage this one, take it back, get another one, that warranty still transfers over. So we'll see how good it works. I know the Eclipse needs jumped, and I haven't been successfully able to jump it right now. So we'll use this then, but the Eclipse got put on the back burner for right now. I'm going to start off this job by removing this lower panel. So it's just clipped, as you can see. I can kind of pull it apart, but to get it off the whole way, I need to remove this lower panel. Alright, so I was trying to put it back in to see if I could get it to work again. I noticed there's a button here. I think that is to help unlock it whenever it gets stuck. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up and see what that does. But anyway, this is your tumbler, and the whole thing spins. You would think you would turn it. That's not how it works. The whole thing spins. When you put your key in, I don't know if this will focus on it. Can you see the keys out, how this is up? You put it in, it's supposed to go down, and it's not going down in the whole way. I can push this corner down. It's sticking up on this side, and it's not going down in the whole way. So it went bad. Normally there's a spring in here that helps push it down, and it's in there, but it's just, I don't know, it's not working properly. We already ordered a new one with 2 keys. This is going to be the door key. Obviously we're going to have 2 new keys for this, but I ought to see if I can turn that back to the off position from inside there. Just test it out. But yeah, this is out. I want to get those crash sensors off. So I'm going to try to get underneath this thing and check those out from underneath. Sometimes the connectors actually get corroded and you just need to clean them up and put them back on. That's why I want to do that before I go to Johnny's, because I don't want to buy shit that I don't need. So I don't need extra parts laying around here. I already have enough. So we're going to go out there and disconnect those connectors and see what they look like while I have the battery disconnected. Actually, I'm going to connect the battery back up and see if I can turn that ignition switch to the off position with this out. But yeah, we got her and got my key. I found the problem, I believe, why I could not turn it off. This doesn't have the screw in it, so it was not bolted on there. But that is not the problem. Somebody was in there trying to fix this. I did notice that this was loose and pulled up a little bit, so I took it out, and I'll have to get that back together somehow later. But I noticed that I can go from park to any gear without pushing this down, and that shouldn't be. You should have to push that button in, and it's jammed. It's not coming the whole way back up. And I can see where they sprayed white lithium grease on there. I'm assuming they didn't take the whole console off to get this lubed up and, you know, get all whatever is in there that's making this stick. It should lock once you get it in park or in a gear. Not in park, let me put it in a gear. So let me pull up on it here. Yep, still didn't get it. There, it just came up, and see, it should not come out of gear when you're in gear. Now it is jamming. So I'm going to tear this center console apart here. I think once you release that button, this solenoid will work again, and it'll let you turn it to the off position. If not, we might need a new solenoid here. But this allows you to go into the off position, which I have it right now. I'll use this, but let me see. Where am I at? Power. That is off, but it's not turning the whole way back. I don't know if I get this button to release and come up, if that'll fix that. I can't get underneath it to make it release. But I'm assuming I need to get in here anyway. There's something down in here messed up. Can't turn to the off position. You push this little button, and that allows you to turn it off. So this was an ongoing problem with somebody. They knew it, and they just probably didn't feel like fixing it, because they just pushed this and was free to go. Alright, so off camera, I removed the center console, which I need to clean up in here. Oh man, they don't have a very big bank account, let me tell you that. Right here's a receipt from the bank, and they took out $50 and they had $189 left. Anyway, I got the shifter assembly out, and it honestly looks to be fairly new, or it's just, you know, it's clean. But like I said, this spring-loaded assembly, did they bend? That's why it's not moving smoothly. It's bent. I can see it. But that notch right there is supposed to go up and lock in position. But I look at that arm, man, that thing's bent. I can see it. This is just a plastic rod that goes down through here. I'm gonna try to straighten that out, but I might just steal one off of one up at Johnny's. It honestly was not hard to take out. It wasn't hard at all. That just pops off. That pops off. The center console, which is several screws to remove, and then 4 10mm, and you pull this out. But yeah, it's bent big time. So I don't know that that's fixable. I'm looking at it, but I don't know. It looks like it's bent back, and then right here it's bent forward. So it is. Let me go hammer on this thing a little bit and see if I can free it up. I don't think I'm going to be able to. But, and all this stuff is plastic, so I don't think, yeah, it's like some sort of composite, so I really can't put a lot of pressure on that to even bend that back. Let me see what I can do. Alright, so I hammered on this shifter, I put it back down in. It fixed a number of the problems getting that detent to work on that. Now that it works, when I put it in park, it unlocks the doors now. It still does not affect me turning the key off. So what I did, I don't recommend this, but I'm gonna look it up and see how much that solenoid is. So anyway, like I was saying, before my battery died, this is a lock solenoid that locks your tumbler. So when you have it in gear, you do not turn this off. It unlocks once it's in park. I don't know if the sensor that detects park is bad, or if it's the solenoid that's bad. But what I did, and I don't recommend doing this, but it is a simple fix. I mean, you can push this button in to turn your key off, or you can pop a little cap off back here, which is this white one, and take the spring and that rod out. So then you can lock the cylinder then. It seems like it's working right now, but I'm still going to replace this because I should not be able to turn the ignition on and pull the key out and start the damn thing. So what I found is a sensor that is very corroded around the bolt holes, and it's also cracked around the edges of it. I need to take the other one off and look at it and see what it looks like. But on top of this, the green wire going to it was very brittle and it broke. And then I pulled on it and more of it broke off. It's just like in pieces. So I'm gonna have to cut this wire off of one up there at the Junkyard. I'm gonna take the sensor and the wire so I can splice it all back together. So I take this connector and everything. And I don't know, I might get another crash sensor too while I'm there. I might get 2 of them, just to be safe, because they are wrecked vehicles up there. But I'm hoping the wiring's good. If not, I'm gonna have to take these connectors apart, rig up a wiring harness myself, and put it back together, and just hope that I get it back together. But I have no doubt this is the issue. We'll get this fixed. It's really not a big deal. But I do want to steal some parts off one up at Johnny's.
And we're back. I mean, I'm back. You guys aren't here. I mean,
Alright, so here's an Envoy. And I'm not sure if the doors are the same. But there's that plastic piece I said I busted. There's one screw goes up through the bottom of that I busted. I might come back and get it. This one's actually got a really nice interior and everything. It's nice. Here is the gold Trailblazer, and I can tell you that that's not the right color. This is actually gold, not pewter. It's a deeper gold color. That piece ain't even the right color, but it's got good doors on. Oh no, it doesn't. They're rusting to the door handle. So we're gonna end up painting. We're gonna do some painting on this one. Oh, that sucks. Sensor on that one's busted and corroded. The one on this side is not, but I don't know. I know they're the same, but it sucks. Don't know how I feel about working underneath this one, but it's sure going to be a lot easier to get that crash sensor out. Got the sensors I needed, and I'm in Trailblazer heaven right now, but I'm not finding any good ones. See, here's one the right color, and door shot, that door's shot, fender shot. There's more. There's still a lot to look at. I've been looking around. This one's gold, but it has probably the best doors, and the fender, no. But this door and this door, minus the trim missing there, which that trim is good on mine. This one's not, so that one's in good shape, but it needs painted. But this, I might come back for these doors. This is an LTZ, but I'm still looking, Here is a pewter one with a good fender and good doors, but it's the extended one. So I know this back door is not going to fit. So I believe it's the extended one. Yeah, it is. So this one's no good. I don't know if those front doors will work or not. If those front doors work, I might take the fender and the door off of this one. I don't know. I don't know if my eyes are playing games on me. This looks pewter, but I can't tell. It almost looks silver. I can't tell. If this is the right color, this is everything we need right here. And those are really nice doors. Everything's really nice. So, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell. I can tell in the light that this one is definitely pewter. I'm going to take a part off of this one, and I'm going to run over to that one and make sure they match. Alright, so boom, instant removal. This is that extended one, so, but I can tell that it's pewter. I'm going to bring it down here. Now the sun's going down. This might be my winter, I'm telling you. tell. They look the same. This has to be the same. That has to be the right color. Oh, I'm taking these. I'm taking them. I think I'm just going to take the fender for now. I'll come back for the doors. I don't have room for them. I probably don't even have room for the fender, but I mean, I need to get them on a good, man, the paint is perfect on them too. I just want to make sure that fender's the right color. If I come back tomorrow and bring it back, they'll give me my money back because you have a 7-day replacement or whatever, 7-day guarantee. I can bring it back. So this is gonna be sweet. I hope they're the right color. I hate this sunlight. I still cannot tell if that's pewter or not. It looks silver, kind of. I can't tell. It's the way the light is. It's weird. It looks pewter. We'll find out when we get home, I guess. So even if this fender doesn't match, I might end up coming back and getting them doors anyway because they were in very good shape. Like, really good shape. So, they'd be perfect doors to swap over. The thing would look really good. I'm just hoping this color's right. Certain ways I look at it, it looks pewter. Certain ways I look at it, it looks silver. The guy at the counter said the same thing. He said, I don't even know what a pewter is. So, I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight, get a creeper, and I gotta get stuff from my wife, and then I'm gonna head home. Also, winter is officially here because it is cold as balls, and there was ice on some of the vehicles. Alright guys, so here's my old lock cylinder. I brought it with me just to look at. This one's a little bit different, the new one I got. It just doesn't have like notches in it, like cutouts, but I mean it's oriented the same way and everything. And now I have 2 keys plus a separate door key for this thing. But yeah, it needed it, so like I said, let me put this up here. You see what I mean, how they're a little bit different. Oh, the one has notches in it and shit. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Story of my life. It's dark out. Got the light out on my cell phone. I still cannot see a difference, but tomorrow morning we'll be able to tell. I can't tell a difference now. It does look like maybe whenever there's not as much light on it, it does look to be more silver. I can't tell. I can't tell the difference, to be honest with you. So, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the key switch in, and then we'll get some lights on. I'll get some heat going in this thing, and I'm gonna button the interior up. Sometimes you gotta look on the bright side. I got almost a full tank of gas. Obviously, airbag light because I don't have the sensor plugged in. But I want to button up this interior now. Let me see. Yes, cannot remove the key while it is in the ignition. That is good. So our new switch is good. So now we're gonna have 3 keys for this thing: 2 for the ignition, 1 for the doors. But we also have our key fobs. I'm gonna go ahead and start buttoning this interior up, and then I'll get back to you. I need to look into that too. It's got a kind of like a slow start. It starts up, but and it's not generating a code or nothing. It just it hesitates when you first start it. So we might need to clean the throttle body or something. But besides that, I mean, everything's working great now. This was like floppy. I found the thing up here to tighten it up on there. The button actually does something now. Interior is back together good. Right there are my crash sensors, which we'll get to tomorrow. It's dark. Don't feel like working out here in the dark. I did get a creeper. I'm not going to get it out, but I can get underneath then, and I'll use those solder connectors I got. I'm going to replace a lot of the wire going to that crash sensor because it was very brittle, and I'm hoping the wire that's inside of the loom is actually a little bit better, but I'm going to replace it as far back as I can. I'm going to use those solder crimp connectors that I got. We'll tape it up real good, and guaranteed that will get rid of my airbag light. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, go check out some of my other videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.